video. Thank you all for watching. I greatly appreciate it. So I just recently recorded a video about a 28 team NWSL, and now gonna do a video about a 28 team WNBA. So I've done a couple videos before on the WNBA, possible expansion opportunities, mock drafts, a whole bunch of different things, but I want to challenge myself and theorize about a possible 28 team WNBA. So WNBA, we got the Women's National Basketball Association, 12 teams currently. A 13th is coming in 2025, a 14th is coming in 2026. So we have 12 currently, 13 and 14 in the works. So essentially we have 14 teams, 12 current, 2 future. So let's expand this 14 that we have currently, either current or in the works, up to 28. So teams, we have a bunch of different teams. We also have a bunch of teams that were part of it, but also no longer teams. So folded or relocated. So we have the Cleveland Rockers, Charlotte Sting, Houston Comets, Miami Soul, Portland Fire, Sacramento Monarchs. So a bunch of teams have relocated, but a bunch of teams have also folded. Houston Comets, I know, have like 4. Yeah, the first 4 championships of the league's existence. I'm a huge fan of bringing the Houston Comets back, but so we have a couple different teams. So we have Golden State coming in 2025. Toronto, I did not realize Toronto had just secured a team. That's actually really exciting. I was not aware of that. I know Golden State. I didn't know they were named the Valkyries, so that's actually a really cool name. I knew that they were the Golden State WNBA team. I didn't know they came up with a name and a logo and everything so far. But that's actually really cool. Valkyries, got the Golden Gate Bridge in there. That's actually a really cool logo. Chase Center, really great arena. That's where the Warriors play. I think that's a great spot. You know, a team in the Bay, a team in Toronto, great opportunities. So current teams as of right now, we got the Seattle Storm, Aces, Sparks, Mercury, Wings, and Lynx in the West, Sky, Fever, Dream, Mystics, Liberty, and Sun in the East. So we have a team, Golden State coming in the Bay, and we have Toronto. 2 great opportunities for expansion. Again, I really love that logo. That's actually my first time seeing it. That's actually really exciting. I also didn't know about the Toronto team. That must have just been recently announced. I'm actually really excited about those 2. So let's talk about teams that I think beyond these 2 teams that we have already. So currently we have 12, 13, and 14 coming. So let's find expansion opportunities 15 through 28. Okay, so we have a lot of opportunities out west. So the Bay is already taken. We already have a team, Golden State Valkyries. I think you could do a couple more in California, but personally I think Portland, a Portland-Seattle rivalry. I think Denver. So we got Portland, Denver. I think you can have a couple more in Texas. I'm a huge fan of bringing the Comets back in Houston. Bring back the Comets and a team in Austin, San Antonio. So Portland 1, Denver 2. Even Salt Lake City would be a good one. That's becoming a really good sports town. So we got Portland, Denver, a couple here and there in Texas, Austin, Houston. So that's 4 or 5 different opportunities out west. honestly think Milwaukee would be a great spot for a WNBA team. Milwaukee loves the Bucks. I think that'd be great. You could have a lot of different rivalries in here. You got Minnesota, Milwaukee, Chicago team, Indiana team. I think you can build a lot of cool rivalries just in this little area of the country. Definitely, I think Detroit area would be a good team. Obviously, they had a team in Detroit, I believe. No, actually, I don't. I think it was a team in Cleveland. That's what I'm thinking of. Oh no, there was a team, Detroit, but they relocated to Tulsa. I think that actually became the Dallas Wings. I think is the team that became. I'm not positive. I'm not sure. I would have to look that up. Anyways, I think a team in Detroit or Grand Rapids would be really cool. Columbus would be good. Cincinnati. Either a Cincinnati or a Louisville. I think those are both great sports towns. I always think Pittsburgh would be a great spot for basketball. The NBA is not there currently. The WNBA is not there currently. I think that'd be a great spot for basketball. Philly. I think you could do a bunch up here in the Northeast. You already got the Liberty, you got the Sun, you got Boston would be a great spot. I think you could absolutely fit 3 or 4 teams up in here. I think Liberty, you could probably add another New York team, honestly. Sun up here in Connecticut, I think you could absolutely fit New York, Connecticut, and Boston, Massachusetts team. You could obviously make that work. You got a lot of people up here. You can obviously probably pull off 2 New York teams, a Connecticut and a Boston. Like that might be stretching it, but you could definitely pull it off. Maybe like a northern New Jersey team, New York, Connecticut, and like you could fit a lot up in here. There's a lot of people up in here. You got DC. I think you gotta add a Philly team. Like you could have so many opportunities just up in here. Like yeah, it's a little bit of a saturation, but there's a lot of people up here. There's like 40 million people up in this, DC to Boston region of the country. You got to take advantage of that. North Carolina, I think would be a great spot. Raleigh, Charlotte. Compare that with Atlanta. I think a team in like Tennessee or Kentucky would be kind of cool. Like Nashville, Memphis, or Louisville. So, a lot of talk. What are my 14 future cities? Portland, number 1. We have the Bay coming, so that's out of the question. Portland, number 1. Denver, number 2. Austin, number 3. Bring back the Comets in Houston, number 4. I think Milwaukee. I love Milwaukee as a sports town. Milwaukee at 5. Detroit, Grand Rapids area at 6. Columbus or Cleveland 7. Cincy or Louisville at 8. I think you got to put a team in North Carolina. That's 9. I would recommend any in Florida, but Florida is a hard market to break into. So I'm gonna just stay out of Florida for right now. I think a Philly team at 10. I think another team in New York at 11. Or New York, New Jersey. I think Boston at 12. You already got Toronto, but you can definitely expand up into Canada even more. I think Pittsburgh at 13. And let's put Salt Lake City at 14. So Portland, Salt Lake, Denver, Austin, Houston, Milwaukee, Detroit. I think there's a lot of opportunities up in here, so you can kind of pick and choose. I think Columbus and Cincy, or Columbus and Louisville. I think Pittsburgh, Philly, North Carolina, another New York, New Jersey, and a Boston team. I think that would be a great 28 teams. So you started with 8 in 97, currently up to 12 and 14, with currently you got 12 already, 2 in the works. I think there's a lot of opportunities for 28 teams. There's a lot of cities that I think would be great. I'm actually really excited about the Golden State Valkyries and this new Toronto team. I'm actually really excited about that. But yeah, so a lot of opportunities coming in the next couple of years. 2025 is next year. Golden State, you got a Toronto team in 26. But I think there's a lot of opportunities to get up to 28 teams in the WNBA. So with that, I'll see you on the next video. Deuces.